It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
New Mano!
Good morning.
New Mano. Good morning.
Yeah.
Happy Wednesday. Today is a Wealth Wednesday. And I'm excited because, you know, what are some things I love talking about when it comes to finances? Real estate. And Barbara Corcoran is going to be joining us from Shark Tank. Also founder of Corcoran Real Estate, which she sold for, $66 million when she sold it.
That's a lick.
And Shark Tank is back on for season 16. You know how crazy that is? 16 seasons.
The 16 seasons mean 16 years?
It
Roughly,
could or
right?
could not, yeah. Yeah, sometimes people be doing... Well, I feel like it's a newer thing now with the
It's definitely over
mid-season.
10 years, though.
Yeah, definitely
Over
over
a
10
decade.
years. All right, well, let's start the show off with some love, with some positivity. Let's shine a light, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
New Mano.
Great morning.
And today, let's shine a light on Janelle Stevens. She is the CEO and founder of Camille Rose, which is a hair care product. And I actually use their products also, but she is a person that also does a lot of give back. It's not just having this beauty company that she founded in 2010, but she also has One Step Matters. It's a multi-layered sustainability campaign, and she partnered with Dr. Tanya Rarrell to develop a sustainability plan to also act as an example for other small Black-owned businesses to take small steps to sustainability. So I think that's important to be responsible with our products and with our packaging and everything. And she does also have a platform that helps other Black entrepreneurs and creatives as well. So she's definitely been active in the community. She has 5 kids too. So imagine being a mom and
Right.
starting a brand that's internationally known.
It's a lot.
So shout out to Janelle Stevens. And I will actually be with her in Atlanta hosting the suite for their Jingle Ball concert in December.
Nice.
All right, now, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Mommy Q, what's good?
I want to shine a light on me.
Okay.
I'm a beautiful mother of 4 girls, really 5. I lost my son last year,
Ooh.
but I'm also still hurting. I'm losing my mother. Her boyfriend killed her in 2018, and I thought I would give up on myself, but I didn't. Instead, I kept going strong. I had faith in God, and now I'm a proud daycare owner.
I salute you for that. You've been through a lot. And to keep on pushing the way that you have and be a business owner, which also isn't easy. What's the name of your daycare?
It's Mommy Still Child Care.
Okay, Mommy Quell Child Care.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that you are doing something that's so positive for the kids and for yourself, and you deserve all the credit and all the love. Thank you for calling, okay?
Okay, and I love y'all. I listen to y'all every day.
Thank you. We love you too.
You're welcome.
That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. I know you hate this, but, you know, more Diddy news. But we'll talk about his kids, and they almost got into it with Ray J. Okay? This is wild. But I can see why they'd be mad at Ray J.
Standing on business.
I can see why. It's Way Up.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way
I'm
up.
here. My guy Mano is
Way
here.
up.
All right, let's get into some Yeetie. Oh, man, first and foremost, Megan Thee Stallion has sued blogger Milagro Graham, saying that she's spreading false information online on behalf of Tory Lanez, and she also has accused her of knowingly spreading this deep fake video without her consent, knowing that this deep fake video was an altered sexual depiction. She said that's caused her a lot of trauma, too. I can see how.
What video was this?
There's some type of deep fake porn that is a totally artificial video
And
that
they
shows
saying
her
it's
engaged in
Megan?
sexual acts, and that's caused her severe emotional distress, reputational harm. And then she also says that Milagro has claimed that she has a severe drinking status, has questioned her mental competency, and called her an angry black woman. Also that she has promoted false claims about evidence in the case with Tory Lanez, including saying the firearm with which Tory shot Megan had gone missing. And according to Megan Thee Stallion's team, it is still in the custody of the LAPD. Just a lot of different things that she's saying is not
knowing
true.
what she talking about, just talking.
Right. And so this is something that we'll see how this plays out, but we see what happened with Cardi B and Tasha K. So responsibly, you can't, and I know there's a lot of people that go online and post things that aren't true, but I guess you have a certain responsibility. And she said this has been going on for years now. So she's feeling distressed, and it's taken an emotional toll on her. So that has now officially been filed. All right, Ray J. Man, I don't know what happened for real, but apparently Ray J got into it with Diddy's sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin at a party over the weekend, and Chris Brown had to break it up. Now that's a party. Everybody was there. All right, well, here is Ray J talking about it with WAC, and, you know, supposedly he didn't want this put out, but I guess it's a group conversation. Here's what was said.
In LA, at the club, dog.
You didn't have Donut then with you?
I ain't have nobody with me, dog.
So how many of them was it?
I don't know, like 8. But don't put this up, blood.
Nah, it's going out. So my question to you is, can I put the other stuff out that we've been knowing about?
Nah, they too young. Like, it's like that. Like, I moved away from it. Like, I tried to talk some sense into, like, what happened, but I just, you know what I'm saying, luckily the homie Chris is there.
Yeah, so, you know, he said he was rushed by Diddy's sons, and this was on Clubhouse that they were having this conversation, and then he didn't want WAC to put it out, but it's on Clubhouse.
It's Clubhouse is not video. This is something else.
Well, that
was on a video.
Yeah, they did have this on video too. So I'm not sure how this all went down, but allegedly the kids are mad at Ray J.
Yeah, they standing on business. They stepping on whoever got problem with their father.
Because Ray J's been doing these news reports, and I will say a lot of people have been saying things and making jokes, but maybe it hits different when it's somebody you know in real life. And so here's what Ray J has said that allegedly they're mad about.
People are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality, they're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why.
Listen, I would be them too. If it was me, I would be on the same thing.
Right, when you run into somebody in the club.
If it was my father, if it was somebody I love, I'd be on the same thing.
Well, Hazel E did say that, Hazel E did say that she was there. She's seen the whole thing. Here's what she said.
The way Chris came out and I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy, his manager David, their security, they grabbed Ray before actually like things all the way ensued. If Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down.
All right. Well, she was there. She intervened, and she also held Quincy back. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. Our night wasn't quite as exciting, but we'll tell you what happened last night. It's way up.
Oh, About Last Night. Here's how it went down.
Ooh, it's way up with Angela Yee out here. My guy Mano is here. In the building. And what we did last night.
I was outside.
We know.
My homeboy shot a video last night. My man Davies, my man Fabulous, they shot a video. We was over at Mazza. Shout out to Mazza.
What's Mazza?
Mazza water. Everything I got on is Mazza.
Oh, okay. So jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry. And we was over there at his spot on 47th Street.
That's called the Diamond District here, right?
Absolutely.
And for people outside of New York, there's a one block. It's called the Diamond District.
Get all your diamonds.
And it's like every
jeweler.
Ice. Yeah, so if you ever need to buy somebody some jewelry, that's where people go.
Right, Diamond District. So we was out there.
Very competitive.
Shooting a video last night.
Oh, and I can't believe they let you shoot videos there too, because I feel like it's such a...
It's all about the relationship.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, I do know that. Well, I have been catching up on television, so I caught up on 90 Day Fiance. Do you watch that show yet?
No, I want to go on the show. Is that the one I want to go on? Oh, I want to go on Love is Blind.
Right. You're not going to make it through Love. Love is Blind, though. I've been actually, the new episode's out today, right? The reunion, is that today? Today's Wednesday. It comes out on Wednesdays. I do want to say Love is Blind, this last season, I don't know, it was a mess.
Was it good?
It was a hot mess. Just watching like some of these couples, the way that they broke up. One guy, I guess, she was in the military. He doesn't believe in that, and that turned into a whole issue because of his morals and beliefs. And I don't know, a lot of these people weren't going to make it to the aisle. Wow. It was very few couples that made it. But I I also told you that you need to watch Beauty in Black because I watched that whole series.
Right. That's the Tyler Perry joint, right?
Yes. So that's a part 1, and then I guess part 2 is coming in 2025. And I said you would like it because of some of the topics that get touched upon. Because early on in there, she's getting, one of the women is getting talked into getting a BBL.
Oh, BBL. BBLs need love too.
And it doesn't go well. Let's just say that. And that's part of the storyline. But there's a lot going on. I don't even know what the actual storyline is. It's a lot of storylines.
This is about real life, huh?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It looks gross too when you see like what her infection looked like.
They show her in her faja.
Not even. It just looked nasty. All right. Well, that is about last night. When we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. Now, a lot of your secrets could be Tyler Perry specials. Just so you know, it could be a movie. It could be a series. 800-292-5150. If you agree and you have something that needs to be on TV, but it's a secret because you can't tell anybody, but it's so juicy, you want to tell it to us because we don't judge up here.
Tell us a secret.
800.
No judgment.
292.
We got you.
5150. It's way up.
Way up. Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Good morning.
And it's time for Tell Us a Secret. And I'm going to be completely transparent. Sometimes people come up here with secrets, but then they change their mind. So they'll tell us, and then they'll be like, you know what? I don't know if I could do. Because you get scared.
Well, sometimes they ask for advice too.
Yeah. And so we respect all of that, all right? So when you call up and tell us a secret, we don't judge you, all right? And we're not trying to get nobody in trouble, just so you know. It's just a way for you to get it out there. 800-292-5150, anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
I've been catfishing females for like 9 to 10 years.
9 to 10 years?
Yeah.
How did you do it?
I had a friend who all the females was loving. So I took his pictures. Now, I'm not an ugly dude. I'm just not photogenic. Talking to female.
My dog, hold on for 1 second. Did you pick your phone up?
Yeah, your phone keeps breaking up, so we want to be able to hear you properly.
Cross Bronx.
Oh, he's on the Cross Bronx, he said.
Oh,
it keeps going in and out. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
My name is Fred from Bad News, VA.
Bad news.
Okay, what's your secret?
Yeah. I got a secret for Mano. It might not be a secret for Mano, though.
What is it?
That advertising ad you doing for the Averex jackets, bro. They scamming my dude.
I never did.
Ordered 3 months ago. It was 3 months ago they got his jackets, bro.
That advertisement is not me. I'm not. They took my video and my picture and put that on there. That don't have nothing to do with me. I saw that.
Playing, bro.
Yeah, you should have known. Avirexes don't cost $50, bro. You should have known that was fake.
Exactly. Why was not on it? Because your face was on it. No,
right.
I said, man, don't keep it 100. I'm going to go ahead and order the jacket.
You should have known.
I'm trying to keep up. So, man is selling fake Avirexes.
No, absolutely not. Somebody took a picture in a video of me in Daniel's leather. They took that and put that on the ad and said that they selling $50 Avirexes. One of my homies sent me that. I said, come on, bro. Like, you should know that this is fake.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get up.
Like, ain't no.
I got my money back. I got it back, bro.
No, Avirexes is $600 or more. Like, you gotta know that. Yeah.
Easy.
All right.
Yeah.
So you bought one.
I didn't get that. I paid for it, but I ain't get it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. They got.
I gotta sue them people, man. We gotta sue them people. Using my likeness.
You too, Angela. You all the way up.
Well, get me an Averex.
Y'all take care.
All right, thank you. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can still leave a message. It's Way Up. When we come back, we have your Yee Tea. We'll talk about Ari Lennox. She is going through it. I love me some Ari Lennox, so I hate to see this. We'll tell you all the details.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee Tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Yes.
Now let's get into some Yee Tea. Oh, man. Ari Lennox says that she wants out of her contracts. And she's been part of every Dreamville compilation to date. She also definitely has great chemistry with J. Cole, with J.I.D., but she's saying that the business side of things has not been right. She went on Instagram yesterday and said that they have mishandled her career. She said, Interscope and Dreamville have been playing with me all month, and I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired of people treating me like they're sorry for me, and I'm the face of mental health. I'm okay, and I've never been happier. What I don't like is being signed and lied to and manipulated. Not one person person at those labels ever knew how to market or protect me. Y'all don't know the half, constant letdown and neglect. This industry stuff will never be from me. All right, so those are some of the things that she had to say. And then she also said this.
I changed my mind against releasing this video, and I told management and I told the label, and they told me that they would take it down. The people in charge of the video were unresponsive. But they're like, you know what, but everyone loves the video, so we're just going to keep it up. No, y'all are not going to manipulate me. I told you I wasn't comfortable with it. I just wish I had a label that cared, that would want to protect me.
All right. In addition, she said the label wasn't spending any money on ads because you need that. She was touring. And remember, she even had issues with touring, and she was very honest about a show not selling out and getting canceled because of that, because of ticket sales. She went on tour with Rod Wave. That wasn't the best experience for her. Here's what she had to say about ads.
I wish I had a label that wouldn't have me out here trying to explain why I need advertisement. You cannot expect an artist to be anything without advertisement.
That's right.
Why am I begging for advertisement? Why am I paying for my own Google ads? So I just want to be released. And I'm tired of being nice. This was my final straw.
Yeah, the general public don't understand that. Like when you hear music, you hear it all the time. There's resources, there's a plan, there's
somebody working. They call it working the record.
Yeah.
All right. Well, T-Pain was in the comments and said every single word. You sound exactly like me in 2018 when I decided to take the leap to independence. And then he said, I need to talk to you. I want to at least throw out some suggestions from experience on how I navigated from being supported by a label to fully independent. Kehlani said, you're so special. A lot of us feel you. You're so special and so necessary and so generationally talented. I love you and I'm here. A lot of us are here. If you go indie, just know people will show up for you. People ready to hold you, love you. And then Layla Hathaway put hearts and said 35 years and counting. So a lot of support because artists do know what it's like to not feel supported.
When you need those resources. Record go out and you don't have that machine behind it. It's not going to be what you want it to be or what you think it is.
All right. Now, Foxy Brown is working on a documentary, and it's going to put a spotlight on the bidding war that happened when labels were trying to sign her in 1995. She went on social media and talked about the biggest bidding war in rap history. And she also explained why she eventually went with Def Jam. She said, true story, 95 was the biggest bidding war in rap history. 4 biggest CEOs were at war to sign the Foxy deal. Effing war was crazy. Russell Simmons, Puff, Jimmy Iovine, and Sylvia Rohn. It was nuts. So my team voted. Don Pooh and Gab, that's her brother, voted Bad Boy. Eric Nix and Ant voted Jimmy. Clark Kent voted Russell. I chose Russell with the incentive Jay-Z had to be signed too. And then she said, Foxy documentary coming. All right. So a lot of things going on right now. People telling their full stories. So
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. And now let's play No Lie. 2 Chainz and Drake. It's way up.
The news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's way up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
I'm here.
Yes.
Mano's here.
Yes.
I'm also trying to figure out. I was supposed to vote last weekend and I didn't get a chance to go and do it yet. So I'm going to do it this week because the last day is Tuesday to cast your ballot. Election day.
That ballot.
All right. Now, airlines in the United States must now provide refunds if your flight is canceled. But there's all kinds of restrictions and rules to this. So now you don't have to worry about losing money on a canceled or delayed flight. So according to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, he said today our automatic refund rule goes into full effect. Passengers deserve to get their money back when an airline owes them without headaches or haggling. So here's the rule, right? If a flight is canceled or significantly changed, that means like 3-hour delays, by the way, and they do not accept the significantly changed flight, rebooking on an alternative flight or alternative compensation, then they have 7 days to process a refund to a passenger who used a credit card to buy their tickets. For other forms of payment, you have 20 days to process the refund. So there's all kinds of rules to this, like you can't get on, the delayed flight or another flight that they booked for you if you just want a refund. You can't say, I took this flight and I want a refund.
Right. It's one or the other.
And that helps sometimes because if your flight is significantly delayed or canceled, maybe you want to buy another ticket, but you don't want to miss out on the money that you spent on this one. Because sometimes I do that. I'll be like, look, this flight's not happening. I'll just get a refund and get a ticket on another airline. So now you can do things like that. All right. Now, Joe Biden is doing some damage control because he was talking about the rhetoric that Donald Trump had at his rally in the Garden, where he called, the comedian Tony Hinchcliffe that was there was performing and called Puerto Rico basically garbage. If you guys recall, here's the joke.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Wow.
All right. Well, Donald Trump has said that he does not know Tony Hinchcliffe and therefore is not co-signing anything that he had to say. But he's also not condemning what he had to say. Here's what Donald Trump said.
Never saw him, never heard of him. I have no idea. They put a comedian in, which everybody does. You throw comedians in. You don't vet them and go crazy. It's nobody's fault. But somebody said some bad things. Now, what they've done is taken somebody that has nothing to do with the party, has nothing to do with us, said something, and they try and make a big deal. But I don't know who it is. I don't even know who put him in. And I can't imagine it's a big deal.
First of all, it's your rally. How are you not responsible?
I'm not going to hold you. No, this is pure comedy.
You can't even just say, we don't agree with that and that was wrong and I apologize. Like, that's your rally. It's still, you know what I'm saying? Mano, you say something crazy up here? Oh, no, actually, I'm not responsible for that. But
I would never.
Yeah, but I'm not responsible.
I would never. Ever.
But anyway, Joe Biden, in the meantime, had some things to say about that hateful rhetoric. Here's what he said.
Oh, the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done.
All right.
So now he want to walk that back.
Yeah, now Joe Biden's walking it back. He said, earlier today, I referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump supporters at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage, which is the only word I can think of to describe it. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The comments at that rally don't reflect who we are as a nation. So he's explaining, I wasn't saying all Trump supporters are garbage, just that hateful rhetoric. And people who support that is garbage. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, don't forget, it is a Wealth Wednesday, so Barbara Corcoran is going to be joining us. You know, season 16 of Shark Tank has already kicked off. And we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour on this Wealth Wednesday. Get your money. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yes, I am.
Ooh, you really eating.
Damn.
You know what that means. Bathroom trip incoming.
Wow.
But anyway, let's get into some Yeezy. All right. Our guy, Carlos King, had to sit down, of course, with Laura Govan and got all the tea. All right. One thing that he asked her about, period, point blank, was about Drea. And, you know, Drea allegedly hanging out with Gilbert Arenas, we'll say it like that, behind Laura's back. Here's what she had to say about that situation.
At the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. And guess what? I liked her. I had no idea that she was there being Gilbert's jump off. And I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. And I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. And I walked past everybody and I beat to her.
Damn, it's very graphic.
$25,000.
Everybody's so hard on Drea though, man. We so hard on her. You know?
Well, you know what? If that was her ex, but I guess her guy at the time, and I guess if somebody is, you know, around you and cool with you, it's not like it was a stranger. She felt a way about it. I can't fault her for feeling a way about it. I'm sure her and Gilbert clearly did not have a good relationship after a lot of things transpired. So, one thing I noticed in the comments, though, is everybody was like, didn't you do the same thing to Shawnee with Shaq? Because there was always these rumors that she had slept with Shaq.
Right.
And so, of course, Carlos asked about that. And here's what happened.
There's rumors that you had sex with Shaq. And the rumor is you never had sex with Shaq, but your sister did. And that you protected her by just allowing the rumor to be thrown at you.
I will not clean up nothing until I talk to Shawnee, because she is the one who started all this. So when she's ready to have a real woman-to-woman conversation, then I'll let that be out about what really happened and transpired.
How they say it? A time was had. Something happened.
A few times was had.
Yeah. Crazy.
Listen, that show is messy. Maybe they need the whole original cast to come back.
Wow.
All right, now let's get into Arnold Schwarzenegger has endorsed Kamala Harris for president. By the way, you know he is a Republican.
I'll be back.
Stop it. And he did a lengthy letter explaining why he did that. And he's issuing a very rare endorsement. There's only days before the election is on Tuesday. It's less than a week away. He's breaking from his political party. It's the first time he has endorsed a Democrat for president. That's how major this is. And he said, I don't really do endorsements. I'm not shy about sharing my news, but I hate politics and don't trust most politicians. I also understand that people want to hear from me because I am not just a celebrity. I am a former Republican governor. And then he said, my time as governor taught me to love policy and ignore politics. I'm proud of the work I did. He goes on to talk about what he did. But he said, I love it when I can help make people's lives better with policies like I still do through my institute at USC, where we fight for clean air and stripping the power from politicians who rig the system against the people. And he does feel like a presidency under Donald Trump would be very dangerous. So he's now endorsing Kamala Harris. First time he's endorsed a Democrat for president. All right, Metro Boomin is being sued. A woman claims that she knew and trusted him before he allegedly raped her in 2016. TMZ Hip Hop has those documents that were filed by a woman named Vanessa Lemaistre, who says that she was suffering from depression after the death of her 9-month-old son at the time. But she hit it off with Metro Boomin during a getaway trip to Vegas in the spring of that year. Anyway, she goes on to say that she went to his studio and had a Xanax pill and a shot of alcohol to cope with the sadness over her son's passing, weighing heavy on her mind, and she blacked out on the couch, allegedly. And she says when she regained consciousness, he was on top of her, allegedly raping her and performing oral on her. And then she blacked out again. Damn. And she said that he came and informed her that she was inside of a Beverly Hills hotel room. It was time to leave. She says she doesn't even know how she got there. She believes that he joked about her trauma the following year on the song Rap Saved Me. The lyrics are, she took a Xanny, then she fainted. I'm from the gutter, ain't no changing. So she says that was about her. All right, now, Metro Boomin's lawyer is saying it's a pure shakedown. These are false accusations. Mr. Wayne refused to pay her months ago, and he refuses to pay her now. Mr. Wayne will defend himself in court. He will file a claim for malicious prosecution once he prevails. And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up any question you have. Me and my guy Mano are here to help. All right, 800-292-5150. Happy Wealth Wednesday.
Here I go. Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and Mano Esquire is here with me.
Award winning.
And we have a caller. Hey, Corey, what's your question for Ask Yee?
All right. This is a jail question.
Okay, Mano got you.
So, guys going up north. It might be an old Mano question.
Yeah, what's happening?
Ask Mano your jail question.
All right, so here's the case. Guys up north, police pull him over and they find that white contraband in the car.
Right.
He does a map Dunaway hearing and loses. But the lawyer says to him, listen, this is a beatable case. If this went down in New York City, you would have won the map Dunaway hearing. The evidence should be suppressed. So here are his options right now. Plead guilty and get probation, but he got to waive his right to appeal. Or fight the case some more. He's going to lose because he can't win trial now that the evidence is not suppressed. But he keeps his right to appeal. The judge is probably going to hit him with 2 years. But he can file his appeal and he's going to win. So would you sit down on 5 years probation, or would you go sit down up north for about a year while your appeal goes through and the lawyer is telling you you should win the appeal?
I mean, it's a gamble. I mean, winning an appeal is not guaranteed.
Is it expensive?
You know your stuff, man.
Yeah, it's not a guaranteed thing that you're going to win. Nobody and no lawyer is going to tell you that you definitely going to win an appeal.
Now, did he commit this crime, yes or no?
Well, the facts say he did.
Okay. So it ain't like, you know, because they always tell you if you are not guilty, don't plead guilty to something that you're not guilty of.
Right.
However, feels like this guy may be guilty.
But it's not guilt to innocent. The cop searched his car illegally.
Right. That's the thing.
If he cop out and he's only going to get probation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What we talking about, man?
Yeah, that's it.
Come
Listen.
on. What we talking about?
But 5 years probation may know something happened.
We got homies right now that's fighting for their lives in a real way. You calling up here about probation, man? Come on, man.
He just can't mess up for 5 years at all. Period.
He know better.
Plus, I feel like this. People don't really frown upon a drug charge so much. Like, what you on probation for? A little drug charge. It ain't like he did.
Unless you getting caught with a lot of drugs and you in a federal situation and then they talking about 100 months.
Yeah, so just tell him take the probation, sit down, and stay out of trouble for 5 years.
All right, thanks, folks.
All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. And when we come back, it is a Wealth Wednesday, and we do have Barbara Corcoran. You know her from Shark Tank, but you also know her for selling her company, the Corcoran Agency, a real estate agency, for $66 million back in the day. All right, it's Way Up. Happy Wealth Wednesday.
Had a dream of living wealthy.
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and how exciting for me. Barbara Corcoran is here with me today.
Happy to be here, Angela.
First of all, congratulations. Season 16.
16. Might as well be season 100. It's been forever.
Of Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And you're still having a good time. How is it now that you guys started and Mark Cuban isn't there?
It's a little bit sad with Mark going, but I'll tell you the truth, we did our best season because we were all trying to show off this year as to how smart we were in front of Mark before he even left. So I think you're going to see a lot of good Shark Tank.
Well, I do want to talk today about everything that's been going on in the real estate market, too. And I know you've said that for real estate, you just got to get in there.
You got to get in there.
And people have been really nervous. People have been nervous because of interest rates. People who own homes have been nervous to sell them right now because they're not going to get a better interest rate than what they...
Absolutely. I agree with that. I understand it.
And so how have you been handling your portfolio?
Well, I think there's times to buy in the market. You can't really sharpshoot the market where you exactly time it right. And right now, this month we're in, I think, is probably the best month in the last 2 or 3 years. And the reason for that is exactly what you cited. There's so much confusion in the market. So you have a quietness in the market this month before the election. And if you could jump in there, a lot of people are going to take bids that wouldn't have taken them 2 months ago because of the uncertainty in the market.
Right now it's Wealth Wednesday, and I'm talking to Barbara Corcoran. You know her from Shark Tank and, of course, from her real estate investments and the Corcoran Agency. Now, for people, the average person, right, who wants to invest in a business and they watch Shark Tank and they watch people come on and pitch, how do you know what to invest in? If you could tell the average person that's like, okay, this person is starting a business, they want me to invest in it, what should they be looking for?
I think it's a very smart idea to look at it with one eye closed, and the eye closes toward the business. You should first really examine the entrepreneur. Who do you have in front of you? What's their track record? Do they have a track record? If they don't, do you believe them? Have they worked hard? What else have they done? What have they done before? And what have they failed at? A lot of people don't tell you what they failed at. I've invested in a few businesses where I found out 4 years later they had 3 other businesses they failed at. That's a bad enough report card alone. Why didn't I know that before I got my money involved, right? But no, you have to focus on the entrepreneur, and after that you look at the business, because I've really lost so much money really with good businesses, but I've made so much money with smart entrepreneurs.
Now, on the flip side, what makes a great pitch for somebody?
A great pitch is somebody telling me how I'm going to make money, and very few people even think to tell me how I'm going to make money. A great pitch is someone who has enthusiasm and has seemingly enough energy to hit the finish line. And also, a great entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who's been tested through some kind of duress and come through as a winner, because he really hits so many obstacles building a business. You just have to know how to get back up and recover, because every entrepreneur is persistent or they're never going to make it as an entrepreneur. It just doesn't work that way.
Say I have a business, right, and I'm looking for an investor. At what point should I say it's time, as opposed to let me get a loan from the bank?
I think you should be getting a loan from the bank as long as you can, because so many people sell their stock early. I almost sold my business to the Corcoran Group 5 years before I actually sold it to Merrill Lynch, and they offered me $100,000 when I was desperate for cash.
Wow.
I sold it 5 years later for $66 million. So what a shame that I even contemplated that offer, and thank God I turned them away.
What made you turn them down?
Gut instinct. I thought maybe I could do this without them. Am I really that desperate? Let me try one more thing. And in the trying one more thing, you always find an answer. Everybody finds an answer, just trying. And it's kind of like the Cinderella syndrome. Somebody will come in and rescue me. It doesn't really work that way. You get an investor who has his own opinion as to how you should run the business. He wants his money, puts his nose in the job. You have a different perspective. Now you have to please the investor. I'm just not a big believer in it.
We are currently in the 16th season of Shark Tank, and Barbara Corcoran is here on Way Up with Angela Yee. We have more with her when we come back on this Wealth Wednesday.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here on a Wealth Wednesday with Barbara Corcoran. You know her from Shark Tank. I was talking to a founder earlier, and she was just discussing how everybody who's been really successful and self-made successful has these stories of where they've just been like back against the wall, savings completely gone, not knowing how they're going to make it happen.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Part of building a business.
And so for people who deal with that, because I feel like self-care, especially years ago, wasn't talked about as much as it is today.
Yeah, you're right.
And
most people still don't do it.
Yeah, and even taking days off. People feel like if you take days off, then you're not working hard enough.
Yeah.
What was that like for you when you were first growing Corcoran?
Quite the contrary, because I realized early on that I was no good unless I was relaxed. So I would certainly run 7 days a week for many weeks in a row, but I always went to Jones Beach for a whole week solid. But you know what? While I was at Jones Beach, I thought of a million ideas. I got revived. I got enthusiasm. I got back and I motivated people. It would have never happened at my desk if I kept my nose on the desk. I never had a good creative idea in my life at my desk. I always found it on the outside. So I think people have to realize they can't be a dog that works all the time if they want to be successful. I haven't met anyone. You need to have fun at work. You just need to get away to refresh yourself. Self-care, as you put it.
Now, you also don't believe that there's a real work-life balance.
No, I just
right?
don't believe in it. No.
And so what balance do you have now?
I really don't have a balance. I never have. All I'm good at is separating compartments. So when I'm at home, I don't take business calls. And when I'm at work, my kids don't ever call me. My husband, Bill, when he wants to reach me, he calls and says he's from the New York Times. He tricks me once or twice, but not 3 times, you know? But I separate. I think separating yourself is key. And that's as close as you can get to balance.
Right now, it's Wealth Wednesday, and I'm talking to Barbara Corcoran. You know her from Shark Tank and, of course, from her real estate investments and the Corcoran Agency. So what would you say to somebody that's like, okay, my significant other and I, we want to start this business together. He's good at this. I'm good at that. Let's combine our things. But that's also a risky situation, because what happens when we're not getting along in our relationship, but now we have this business together? Or what happens when that's all we talk about and we're not taking time for other things?
Well, that happens all the time. And very often they prove very good businesses. Don't stereotype it, because a lot of people join with people in their family and run very good businesses, or a loved one, and they run very good businesses. I had a situation where I had my boyfriend and business partner for 7 years, and then he left me and married my secretary. It's fine. They fell in love. They went off and had a bunch of kids, and I was left alone and feeling sorry for myself. However, I started the Corcoran Group. Without that departure, I would have never started the Corcoran Group. So bad things happen, but think of, I learned the business for 7 years, solid, before I had to go out on my own. So I don't think it's so bad.
Sometimes something like that is the catalyst that you need to take a big risk.
Oh, I love when people are fired. I was fired from like 4 jobs. But you know what's great about endings? They force you onto a new beginning. And that's what each of my bosses who I didn't like did. They pushed me onto something else.
Who hired the secretary?
I hired the secretary. And, you know, there's a lesson in that. I never hire a pretty secretary again. She was twice as pretty as I was. She had long blonde hair, and she was 10 years younger. What was I thinking? Of course he left with her and got married.
Oh, my goodness. Well, listen. Well, Barbara Corcoran, I appreciate you so much. You know, like I said, I watch everything that you do.
Thank you so
and
much.
I definitely am, listen, I'm always impressed. And I pay attention, and I'm always like, okay, let me see what Barbara Corcoran has to say about this. And what I love is that you're also very present. You're always still out here giving advice, letting people know what it is that you're doing. And so for everybody to know, Shark Tank is back. All right. Well, thank you so much. This was truly a blessing. And you got to make sure, you know, we do this more frequently.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
All right. Well, you can watch that full interview with Barbara Corcoran on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Manos here.
That's right.
And you hung in there today.
That's right.
I know
As
you
I
ate.
always do.
And you wanted to take a nap.
I had the itis.
You had the itis for sure. But you got your Wu-Tang dunks.
Got my Wu-Tang dunks.
I'm so
We
jealous.
lit. Might just keep them in a box.
I know. You got to figure out which sneakers do you wear and which sneakers do you keep and hold on to.
Exactly.
All right. Well, again, thank you to Barbara Corcoran for joining us today. You know her from Shark Tank, but also you know that last name Corcoran when it comes to real estate. And she's great about talking investments. She has the Barbara in your pocket advice that she gives to people. So something that I always pay attention to. So shout out to Barbara Corcoran. And of course, thank you to everybody who's listening. Again, elections are coming up. Tuesday is election day, the last day that you can vote. So make sure you do it, okay? Find out what the rules are. If you can vote early, make sure you do that. If you're mail-in voting, whatever it is that you're doing, don't get discouraged and make sure you participate. And I always encourage people, look who's on the ballot in whatever district you're voting in so that when you go there, you have a way easier time on picking who you want to elect. All right, who you want to vote for. Okay, well, this is your show. So
Right, it's your show.
It's your show. So
Last word.
You have the last word.
Way Up with Angela Yee, this Chevy from Philly. I just wanted to call this morning and tell my fiance family that they can kiss my natural black ass. They want me to do things that I'm not going to do to support them financially, so they don't want me and my kids around. Extra.
Hey, Angela. Matter of fact, I love listening to you. This is DJ Pressure out of Jackson, Mississippi. I would like to shine a light on myself because I have been doing an amazing job with 4 kids as a single mom, and I just graduated with my bachelor's degree from college. And so I just want to pat myself on the back. Thank you. Much love to you. Yee.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now, ow.